This segment is sponsored by Virginia Green. Fall is almost here, and it's the optimal time to aerate your lawn and plant seeds in order to keep your lawn healthy all year long.
Joining us today is Will McEwen from Virginia Green to tell us about the importance of fall lawn care. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
So why is the fall time the most important time to do the aerating and the seeding?
Well, so the fall is a time when nights cool down, your days cool down a little bit. It's a great time to plant fescue, which is what we grow here in Virginia. You'll be, punching holes in the ground, and what that does allows water, nutrients to go down into the soil, of course, so it relieves compaction. And it makes a nice place for seed to go. So we like to aerate seed in the fall. It's a much cooler time, gives it a better chance of survival rather than the spring.
And then how can we as homeowners prepare our lawns for all of this?
So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mow a little bit shorter than normal, 1.5 to 2 inches. Right after you do that, you're going to want to bag those clippings off it when you mow that, and then you're going to do a light watering right before we come. That the way the ground's nice and soft, you can punch good holes. And then you're going to want to take some flags and mark anything we might hit with the aerator, sprinkler heads, any underground pipes that we can see, visible pet fence or anything like that.
That's important. We don't want to hit those things
no.
when you guys come in.
Please don't.
No, don't hit those things. And then do people do this again in the springtime, or is this just for the fall?
So strictly the fall. So, the nights are cool, the days are cool, and, you're going into a cooler period, obviously the winter time, and when you plant that, gives that grass some time to overwinter, whereas if you plant it in the spring, it gets too hot too fast, and that young grass, it just burns up from the heat.
Gotcha. Okay, so if we don't want people to miss it doing it this fall, because
No.
then they probably have to wait the whole rest of the year for the best outcome.
That's exactly right.
What can we expect after everything is aerated and seeded?
After you aerate and seed, the grass will start to come up after about 21 days. You'll be watering during that time. It's not going to look like a huge difference, but the next spring is really when you're going to see that grass flush, mature, thicken up, of course. So right initially, not much, but give it some time.
Got it. And then what instructions do you give to families? When you go and you do this, and then what do you tell them to do to help maintain that? Or is the aerating enough?
So there is some stuff you have to do afterwards, and it's really just watering. You're going to want to keep that seed damp for at least 21 to 30 days after the service has been done. That way that seed's nice and damp, and it helps it grow a lot better. And obviously it can be a little warm during that time, so you want to make sure the ground is damp and healthy.
So aside from aerating, what are some other things we can do?
So of course you can be watering during this time. Things are cooling off, but you definitely want to be watering. It still is a little bit hot out there. But of course, our Virginia Green program is a great thing to be on at this time of year, putting the right products down at the right time. And of course, during aeration time, we're going to be putting down fertilizer, keeps existing grass healthy, and of course, it feeds that new grass that you put your hard-earned money into for your aeration seeding, of course.
Even though it is warm, it's still a good time to do it, or should we wait until it starts to cool off? Like get it scheduled now for September.
Yeah, you want to get it scheduled because there's a lot of demand. The service does take a little bit of time, but starting in about September 1st, great time to start doing that. We'll run that until November the 1st.
Okay, good to know.
Good to know.
Thank you, William. We appreciate it. It's great information as always. If you're interested in a free estimate, just go to virginiagreen.com or call 703-775-0330.